Yo, what's up? So today we're gonna be simply making music. I started off feeling a bit overwhelmed, but we end up making this. Check this out. Oh, this is the breakdown section. Need some shaker. Bring it in. Yo, I did not expect this to happen, right? So what I mean by simply, yes, I'm using the Octatrack. We're gonna be using the Avalon and my handy dandy Chord, which this might not be the most simple device, right? But look, I've been feeling a bit overwhelmed lately when it comes to making music, and I forget that, hey, this is a fun and easy process, and we can make it simple or we can make it difficult. So let's just come in, hit record, see what happens, and stuff like this pops out. So without further ado, let's just go ahead and jump into it. So anyway, on track 8, I have a through track so we can hear what's going on the Chord. And I'm trying a different workflow setup here where this will be my through and these are all set to static, which I'll get to in a sec. But let's find some chords that we can start us off with. Lately, I've really been enjoying these 6/9 chords, which are cool. So for example, this is a G minor 9. But if I wanted to make this a 6/9, I'm just gonna take our 7, make it a 6. And then I can invert this D as well. So that's kind of cool. I like this, but let me find a different sound. Yeah, this is cool. Let's record this. Hit record. Let that ring out. Boom, done. So check this workflow out. We just recorded that onto track 8's buffer. I'm gonna hit function record edit and just save this recording. And I wanna assign this to a free static track. Now, I assigned to static 1. Check this out. All these by default are static 1, 2, 3, 4. This is just a blank project. They're already pre-assigned. So I'm kind of using that to my advantage. And I have it there, G minor chord. So it's already there. We go to our AED and add a slice right at the beginning of this here, even though we're using a static track. Turn slice mode on, of course. And we should be good to go. We're gonna do chord here. This will be slice 2, boom, and then slice 2. But what if we did 2 semitones down? I wonder what that would sound like. Or what if we did slice 1? Ooh. All right, MIDI sync, send it, send it. Let's get the Avalon going. The notes that are being played is these here, right? We got a G, we got an A, and then we also have an E and technically a D in there. We can do boom, boom, and boom, boom. Let's rock that. So we can't hear this, right? We need another through track. And actually this brings us up to another conundrum. Oh, you know what? No, this is the workflow in action. This is why I'm trying this new workflow. If we go to this through track, we can just say, listen to C. And that's in there. All right, it's in there and we can hear that it's whack. We're gonna go to page 2, and then our time here, we'll set it to 16, which will let that record a little longer. All right, let's try square wave. All right, so I like the way this is sounding. I'm gonna go ahead and set this up to record. So now that we're here, let this play back. You can see CDs coming in here, hit record. And it's gonna start recording, boom. Grab our 2 bars. Awesome, that's in there. Save this recording. We'll save it, I just called it whatever, assigned to a free static track, static 2. That's now here. And if I go and close our through track or just mute it, it should be here. Yep, there it is. Mute it, bring it back in. Now we can do some fun stuff like, let's say a comb filter. And let's try, actually, I'm gonna try to do something a little weird with the Avalon. We're gonna go to page 2 and set the active time to just 12 steps. And I'm gonna turn the sub down, but bring in the main voice here. And of course, if we listen to that here. Okay, this is cool. We're gonna go and actually add dark reverb, just to lock it in. And for our record setup, our source is actually just gonna be track 8, so it's gonna be itself. Now that that's set up, I can go ahead and say record. It's gonna record the 2 bars of this. Awesome. Save this recording, save it to a free static. We'll mute this, put a track in, or a trigger in here. Oh, you know what? We'll do the weird thing with this. So I'm gonna go to slices and I'm gonna create a slice grid of 16. That's fine, we'll align it to the zeros, sure, why not? And then in our triggers, we're just gonna put this down like this, copy this page, put it on this page, and then create linear locks for now to make sure that we're kind of okay timing-wise. We are. It's playing across the slices now, so if we zoom out. But what happens if we create random locks? That's cool, but what about 16 steps? All right, cool. That's in there. Avalon's down. Now I want to listen on track 8 to input D, which is going to be our microphone here. I can just set this down right here. And of course, unmute that. Ooh, there it is. Let's grab 2 bars. All right, that's in there. Now there's a couple things we can do here. So for example, one thing that's kind of interesting is that it's kind of always moving around, right? Because of the way I played. But if you wanted to get kind of funky with it, you can do something like not change this, leave that to 64, but change this to just be 4 steps. And now watch this. You hear it's kind of jumping a little. You go to your source or even into your AED on the trim page, and you can just start moving your start point around. And you'll find like a new rhythm. And it's really important to, or it's not really important, but you can have some sort of rhythmic element if you really wanted to hear how it's working. But for me, I kind of like just moving. Like that, I like that. Let's go and load some drums. We'll go into a flex track. I got a couple of breaks here. That might be kind of cool. We'll load this, AED, slices. We're gonna create a slice grid of, let me fix this up. It's gonna be a little boring, so I'll skip this part. All right, so I got my slices down. I only did 16. I think that'll be enough for me. And I'm gonna try and put these in here like so. And of course, we're gonna go to our AED, create linear locks. This is gonna kind of trip it up a little bit. And we're almost there, right? This is like, it's really rough. Okay, that's fine, but I don't like this at all. So we're just gonna move this to like slice 12. And what happens if we pitch this down? I want to try something new here. So we're going to go to track 8. And this is still going. We got our amber up, right? And I'm going to change this over to North Korea. Ah. All right, hold on, let's do this. So AB, 1, 2, there we go. And we'll grab this whole thing in right now, one shot. Here we go. G minor 9. Then A minor 9. Awesome, there it is. Sweet, let's try this now. Ah, there's a bunch of stuff going on. That's a little better. Oh man, so I want to record this long 8-bar thing. And I can't remember how EasyBot did it. Did he set this to 128? Remember I said I was going to keep this simple? I lied. Oh, bloodline. I had this set to record length of 64 steps here. Let me try this one more time and see if this actually solved it. Okay, so we got 1, 2, record length set to max, quantize record to 16. All right, let's see if it'll start going now. All right, let's bar 1, 2. Yes, this is it. So that's the whole little 8-bar section that I wanted to grab. There it is. All right, we got it. There it is. Oh. Ooh, I'm feeling this. We need to get some vocals up in this. We got 1 track left, track 7. And I just want this to go 1 time. And that's it. I'm just saying 1 time. Don't ask me why I say that. It's just been like a rap lyric that's been stuck in my head my entire life. All right, let's see. Check. That was it. That was it. Somebody get Capitol Records on the phone. Okay. Right here. And then we're going to go to the delay and 64 steps. Okay, last but not least, we're going to go ahead and set track 8 to be the master track or the main track. And all I'm going to do is just add a compressor to really just glue everything together. The compressor on here is really interesting. It's very by ear, right? All right, that's cool. Track 5, volume down. Track 1, filter up. And dark reverb mix, sound up. Let's see what this sounds like. So you bring it back in. Ooh, and then here we can also say for our vocals, have those go down. And then this secondary lead line here, say no depth on this. And now the lead line, which is coming from the Avalon, that can be a little louder. Now we'll crossfade again. Here you can hear that this track is really loud. Lower that down, maybe not so open here. Ah! Then the piano part comes back in. Bring in the little breakdown part. Here it is. Little distortion, master distortion. Back to everything. Oof. You heard it here first, my friends. This track didn't exist, what, 30 minutes ago, half an hour ago, no idea. But it does now, because we sat down, put in a little bit of time, said, hey, let's just hit record, see what happens. I don't care if my hair looks messy, I don't care what's going on around in the world, I want to sit here, vibe out. And I appreciate you for coming through and hanging out with me. Appreciate you more than you know. And it's always so good to see you. If you want to support the channel, I do sell some merch at this website here, but you kicking it is more than enough. And until next week, my friends, you already know the drill. Share the love, share the knowledge. Knowledge is power. Peace. Bring it back. Oh. Can't stop.